Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Friday, July 21st, and what could be a pretty stormy 36 to 48 hours coming up, beginning later on late this afternoon, but especially for tonight into Saturday night, maybe even into early Sunday. But it looks like the most significant rains will fall probably around or after midnight into later tomorrow. And if we look at the headlines again, we have those chance of thunderstorms later today. They could be strong to severe, especially over the southern half of lower Michigan. That's where we expect the heaviest rains as well. Some areas could see between 1.5 to 2 inches, and locally more than that. Many areas will pick up around 3/4 of an inch to 1.25 inches here over the next couple of days. And we could see some weather watches for later on tonight into Saturday as well. And again, looks like conditions over the extended outlook are going to be a little bit warmer than normal to near normal precipitation. And again, as far as the last 21 years, again, you can see we're well above normal as far as the growing degree days. We're only 5 years warmer than the current year, 15 were colder, and that puts us at 71.43 percentile. And if we look at conditions around the area this morning, see temperatures pretty warm in the mid to upper 60s, even low 70s across some areas. And again, Brown Station down right now, but we'll hopefully get that figured out here in the next day or two. And if we look at satellite view this morning, you can see the very cold cloud tops. Oops, I don't have this in motion, but lots of thunderstorms developing off to our west and to our northwest. And in between there, we're also seeing some of that development on radar. And once again, this is not in motion. But you can see some of the stronger cells this morning. This area here is developing storms. And again, these will continue to move off to the northeast and then eventually slide into the state later on today, and especially for tonight into Saturday. As far as the weather map for this morning, you can see low pressure systems off to our west. A large area of severe weather expected. Some very heavy rains again across portions of southeast Minnesota into southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa into northern Illinois, and eventually spreading into Indiana. And again, southwest lower Michigan could also see some pretty heavy rains. Again, this activity here will be for later on tonight. And you can see by tomorrow morning we got a low pressure system moving closer to the state, and that'll bring that severe weather up towards mid-Michigan. From there south, again, a pretty good chance that we could see weather watches during the afternoon hours. And finally, by Sunday, that system begins to sweep off to the east, a large area of severe storms off to our east. Eventually, over time, we'll see high pressure move in, and that'll give us some clearing and drier conditions, lower humidities and dew points as we get into early next week before maybe another chance of storms comes in around Tuesday or so. We'll keep an eye on that. As far as precipitation expected here over the next 96 hours or the next 4 days, you can see much of south central lower Michigan in the bullseye for potentially up to 1.5 inches or more of rain. Again, many areas here over the next few days will see around 1 inch of precipitation from this system. As far as the severe weather threat, you can see this will be for very late in the overnight hours with a marginal risk up into portions of southwest lower Michigan, even a slight risk, again, in extreme southwest lower Michigan tomorrow. But Saturday looks like the bigger day. You can see this area of severe weather over much of southern lower Michigan, marginal risk all the way up to Eau Claire. And again, temperatures tomorrow will be, or today will be very hot, maybe around 90 degrees in some areas, and we'll slip back into the low 80s on Saturday with all the clouds, rain, and thunderstorms about. And again, that'll be the day to watch for potential severe weather. And as we get into early next week, very much improving conditions with lots of sunshine and lower humidity and dew points will make it feel very comfortable with lows in the 50s for great sleeping weather. And again, the best bet, we have heavy rain, especially from Lansing south, and where again, that's also where we expect the greatest chance for severe storms as well. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, a great weekend, and 73s to all.